Was it really a test for the band? Or?
It was a bit of a test, yeah.
I think everything's a test, isn't it?
I think the whole thing about being in a band is you have to be tough. It ain't a business for people who aren't tough, basically. You've got to be ready. Like, you know, we love it and we're blessed with what we do and we're very happy to be here and we're not whingers and moaners like some bands who go, oh, I hate touring, oh, I hate recording, oh, I hate interviews. It's like, well, just go and get a job as an accountant, you know? It's easy. Like, so we're happy to be here, but you have to be tough to be in this business. It's not easy all the time. It's not great all the time. But we love it, so that's why, and it's in our blood. That's what we are. We're like travelling minstrels of the 21st century, you know, that's it. If we were back in the olden times, he'd have a lute strapped to his back and I'd have some kind of drum or something like that, and that's what we'd be doing.
Yeah.
Okay, it's in the blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you said you started making a new album.
Yeah.
What did you have an idea about a direction or things you wanted to do, or
we had a huge? We drew up a manifesto for how we wanted the second album to be, and you know that was.
What was in the manifesto?
Well, we wanted to make a record that was sounded different from the first album in some aspects, where we pulled in influences like Dulves and Spiritualized and Sigur Rós that we really loved. We wanted to get more melodic, but we wanted to keep that energy. You know, we wanted to capture the band live in a better way than we did on the first record. And Bnann had a lyrical kind of manifesto that, you know, he wanted to kind of say some deeper messages to people.
I wanted to express a bit more than just hedonism. Like, it was good that on the first album it was mainly hedonism with a few kind of spiritual things like Murder That Sound and Girl That Speak No Words were kind of pretty deep, but there's a lot of hedonism, and on this record I just wanted to kind of express a bit more about how some of us were feeling in the band, and just life and stories from friends and stuff like that, and you know, just a bit more of a wider theme really, like, and also just to show that, like, you know, we do think about our lyrics, you know, like we're not just a throwaway pop band, but we don't mind a good throwaway pop tune, don't get me wrong. We do like dumb rock and roll as much as we like a good story song or whatever, so it's just nice. We kind of feel like we made a great record and we're just ready to tour it, you know, and go for it.
Yeah. So what do you mean with the title then, Universe in Reverse?
Well, that sort of relates to when we had all this trouble when we came off tour and we had nothing and stuff. It was like our world had been turned upside down and gone topsy-turvy, so it was kind of like our universe had been reversed, and then out of that we had to start something else, and it was like after our apocalypse we had to sort of start our own universe again. So it was like, that's why, and it was in my notebook just written there, like Universe in Reverse, and when it came to naming the album, we were like, I said, oh, what about Universe in Reverse? And it was one of those things that everyone said instantly, yeah, which never happens. Usually it's like, no, I'm not sure, oh, I think it's good, oh, I'm not sure, or like you think it's good and then a day later you're like, oh, I'm not sure, but yeah, everyone went, yeah, and it stuck all the way through. So it's good, and it was quite good to have a title. We had a working title, actually. I can't remember what the working title was. We had something else.
That was Universe in Reverse. It's always been called that.
Has it? I thought there was another working title.
Well, because for the first album, we didn't have a title for it until it was like practically the last minute, and it was a nightmare because you couldn't get any artwork, you couldn't get a vision for it. You know, so this one, having the title Universe in Reverse, meant that you've got such a clear vision for what you want to do. It made it a lot easier. You know, to get the artwork right, to get the collection of songs right, to get the themes and the messages right, and to make a more consistent together album than the first record.
Yeah.